Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
People around Wadena are still on edge after an inmate considered dangerous escaped from police custody, prompting the school to go into lockdown. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. All doors to the Wadena Deer Creek schools will either be locked or manned, and police will be at the schools as well. The Wadena County Sheriff's Office told us earlier today that they are still searching for this guy right here, Ryan Petro, who escaped while being transported to court yesterday morning. He was handcuffed and dressed in an orange shirt and tan pants. Deputies are using K-9 teams, a helicopter, and a drone to try and find him. Petro was in jail for burglary, disorderly conduct, damage to property, and obstructing the legal process. Taking that live look outside right now, it's hard to tell it just from this view, but if you've stepped outside, you know it's cold out there today. To see what we can expect for our afternoon temperatures, let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Every single location in the valley below freezing still at the noon hour. It is cold. We're at 30 degrees in Fargo and in Wahpeton and down towards Sisseton. Everywhere else, we're in the 20s. It's really chilly out there. 21 degrees in Fosston. We dipped down to 19, and we just haven't really warmed up in that area at all here today. And continuing to see those winds pick up too. We've got some gusts out of the west getting into the 20s, even a 31-mile-per-hour gust in Langdon. So on top of the already cool temperatures, we've got strong winds blasting through, making it still feel like we're in the single digits in places. 7 is our wind chill in Jamestown, Devils Lake, Langdon, and back over in Fosston. All of us at 7 for wind chills in those areas. Here's a look at your radar and satellite map. You could see some clouds streaming through other places where we do have some sun. We'll be seeing more and more of those clouds sweeping through in Fargo. We could be dealing with a couple of spotty areas of flurries as we continue into the afternoon and evening hours. Here's a look at your hourly planner. Expect temperatures to climb a little more, but not much. We'll get into more places into the 30s. Fargo, a high of 34. So we'll talk more about today's weather and take a look at the rest of the week. Let you know if we have any warm up in store coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you very much, Lisa. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is in the region and on his way to the Northern Valley to meet with farmers about weather-related difficulties this season. His roundtable gets going at 2:15 this afternoon at the State Ag Office in East Grand Forks. Recent rain and other weather events have prevented farmers from harvesting and transporting their crops, which is creating widespread economic concerns. In our schemes and ripoffs this afternoon, a warning to be careful about online dating sites. A North Dakota woman is out hundreds of thousands of dollars because of a scam. Police say the 59-year-old Bismarck woman was transferring money to a man that she met on a dating website who told her he traded gold and diamonds. The victim says since April of 2018, she sent him about $300,000. The U.S. Department of Justice says Sanford Health has agreed to pay more than $20 million to resolve kickback allegations. The settlement resolves allegations that the Sioux Falls-based health system knowingly submitted false claims to federal health care programs resulting from medically unnecessary spinal surgeries. Sanford denies any liability or wrongdoing, but says it's settled because the $20.25 million amount is far less than the unnecessary cost and operational disruption that would have persisted for multiple years. The allegations came in a whistleblower lawsuit filed by 2 Sanford doctors. A player on the 1980 Miracle on Ice U.S. Olympic gold medal hockey team has been found incompetent to stand trial on charges that he beat a neighbor with a metal pole. A Minnesota judge ruled yesterday that 61-year-old Mark Pavlik of Lutsen does not understand the court proceedings. Authorities allege that he attacked his friend after the two returned from fishing back in August. The CEO of Boeing is facing a grilling on Capitol Hill today as he answers lawmakers' questions over the grounded 737 MAX and those 2 deadly crashes overseas. This is the first time Dennis Muhlenberg has faced Congress, and some 20 family members of those who died are in the gallery, everyone demanding answers. Tom Costello reports.
It was 1 year ago today that a Lion Air 737 MAX crashed into the Java Sea off Indonesia. All 189 people on board killed. 5 months later, an Ethiopian 737 MAX crashed just after takeoff. 157 people dead. A new software system linked to both crashes. Demanding to know why the plane was ever certified, several victims' families met privately with the FAA on Monday, including Chris and Clarice Moore, who lost their daughter, Danielle.
We have to keep our heads up, make sure that we use that anger and that sadness and use that energy and to make changes.
The Stumo family lost their daughter, Samia.
We're trying to save lives and protect families because for all of the 346 families who have lost their loved ones, it's been devastating.
Boeing has released CEO Dennis Muhlenberg's opening statement to Congress, in which he says, "I wanted to let you know on behalf of myself and all of the men and women of Boeing how deeply sorry I am." Investigators have already concluded that a new flight control system called MCAS misfired in both crashes, forcing the nose of the plane down. Pilots unable to recover. Text messages between Boeing test pilots suggest they struggled with MCAS in the simulator back in 2016. But an international investigation found Boeing never fully explained the MCAS system to the FAA. Former NTSB chief Chris Hart led that investigation. This plane was approved, and the FAA apparently never understood the new technologies.
Right, they didn't know all of the nuances that they needed to know as the technology became more complex.
Every 737 MAX in the world remains grounded. No airline owns more than Southwest.
I've been very clear. We're not happy about our situation. We put our future in the hands of Boeing and the MAX, and we're grounded. And I think that pretty much sums it up.
There have been allegations that Boeing employees felt pressure to cut corners to get the plane out. Boeing has said an internal review found no evidence of that, but it is restructuring its engineering and safety process. In our consumer alert this afternoon, emoji lovers, listen up. You'll soon have some new options to text your friends. The latest software update includes nearly 400 new symbols. They include a waffle, butter, and an oyster. You also have more selections of couples holding hands and representing people with disabilities, varying skin colors, and even a gender-neutral option. Netflix is testing an option to let people speed up or slow down its content. The test was first reported by Android Police, noting that Netflix was allowing subscribers the option of speeding up or slowing down the content on mobile devices. It's similar to features on most podcast and audiobook apps. It allows users to consume more content in less time. However, filmmakers don't love the idea of people being able to quickly scan through their movies. Netflix says it's only in a testing phase and it may not become a permanent feature.